in Holland, Gravity.
Shunts in the arena for the house robots. And there's Sergeant Bash too.
3, 2, 1, activate.
So it's hammers against flippers here, and that's the immediate onslaught of the Gravity flipper. Good to see Thor's hammer coming into play against Hodaf the Bad, which seems to have been silenced and stilled. It's okay now though. Hydra's great hammer comes down, the axe with the hardened steel point we were learning about from the pits. A little tussle in the centre of the arena between Thor and Hodaf the Bad. Meanwhile, Gravity looks mightily impressive, doesn't it? Oh, the big power of Thor's hammer. It is absolutely huge, and Hodaf the Bad turned over. The spinning disc won't right it. The flipper will, though. Good power there. Good recovery by Hodaf the Bad. Thor's hammer strikes the arena floor. What great style. Poor control. Splendid aggression, and there is another great flip by Gravity. A full pressure flipper. And terrific effect as Hydra, tossed through the air, comes down with a bang and dodges another onslaught from the Dutch Gravity. Gravity's after Hydra though, you can tell, can't you? Has it against the arena sidewall. Oh, goodness me! Has destroyed the sidewall! Now what's going to happen here? We're fighting on for the moment. They're out! They've gone! Hydra gone! But to me the arena is unsafe. Cease should be called.
Cease.
And is, thank goodness. There was the shove, look! Crash, bash, smash! That's gone! Arena now unsafe! So was Hydra, look at the power of the flip! Oi! That's our camera! Oh, good riddance, Hydra! Plenty of pocket money will be needed to mend that. The judges will decide who goes through. Surely Gravity will be there. Hydra we know won't.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, we've got Growler, our pet pooch. And joining him as well, there's the mighty Circular Lot.
3, 2, 1, activate.
For a place in the heat final then. And there goes the flipper of Gravity, and the number 7 seeds are overturned. And 13 Black in major peril now. We know they have a problem with self-righting. They have done in the past. They say they corrected that problem, now we will see. So how can they self-right? From there I can't see how they can. There's a high ground clearance because of the fact they're upside down, and Gravity can exploit that. They're in a CPZ, a corner patrol zone, and in comes Circular Lot. The house robots can of course attack in a CPZ. In comes the claw, a grimace, a scrape. The wheels are spinning. I'm not too sure whether or not they'll rotate their way into the heat final. What a good early attack again by Gravity. This is certainly the best machine we've seen out of Holland ever in Robot Wars, because 13 Black is one of the best of British. Doesn't look like it, does it? They're turning round there, like a record on an old record player. You probably never heard of record players, actually. That shows my age. Ask Granny or Grandad, they'll tell you. They're in the corner. They're self-righted. They're okay. Or did they self-right? Or were they held? Doesn't matter. They're out! Unlucky for some, unlucky for you, John Denny. 13 black gone.
Roboteers, stand by.
Into the war zone for the house robots, Shunt. And there's Dead Metal. First time we've seen the metal one tonight.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Terrific tussle in prospect here. Oh, good early skills. Now you see, oh, Lightning very nearly got to grips with Gravity, but Gravity gets the first flip in. Thrown through the air. Any damage? The little alien came off the back again, the toy alien. Oh, good self-righting, using the CO2 flipper well. I think Lightning needs to get around the back of Gravity. Has an opportunity, missed the opportunity. All the work being done here, the aggressive work by Gravity. Seeing the Lightning control booth there, pushed onto the arena sidewalk. This for a place in the series semi-finals. Ooh, Lightning just getting away there from a flick of flame. They're locked together. Is the Gravity flipper wedged onto Lightning there? Difficult to see. I think they are. It's wedged between... Oh no, it's free now. And flipped! Gravity flipping Lightning again. And Lightning side flippers, they're unique, can't really cause any damage. Hey, Gravity thought about going after Shunt for a while. I'm not too sure if there's any forward movement from Lightning. Gravity has sent something here, and another great and powerful flip from Gravity. The Flying Dutchman again. Indecisive, clinical. Lightning in major trouble. I'll go one further from my earlier statement. This is not just the best machine out of Holland, but out of the whole continent, I think, to fight in Robot Wars so far. Lightning. Are they doing again what they did in the previous fight? Just conning Gravity, sucking them in. Come in to my parlour, said the spider to the fly. Oh, or are they just finished? Gravity, side by side with Lightning. Gravity watches as Lightning is counted down. Watches and listens. As does Shunt. Oh, and Shunt has paid the price! Lost concentration, Gravity flipped it! House robots won't like it! And Gravity's after Dead Metal, he wants to take them all on! Shunt turned turtle and suffering damage there, look! Bits and pieces tumbling away. Bounce, over it went. Wonder if the Shunt cam's been damaged. And again, a massive flip on Lightning. These Gravity boys are confident. He wants to flip them all! Go on, Dead Metal, catch them! Well, it's been double Dutch so far because it's flipped too. Can it achieve the treble? Dead Metal holding on. Gravity spinning, delighted, preening. Winners of this heat and through to the series semi-final from Holland Gravity. And he wants to do it all. It's flipped Dead Metal now. It's taken them all on and beaten them all. Watch out for Gravity later in the series. It could go all the way. But for now, Refbot, red card it. Cheeky little blighter.
Absolutely awesome. Roboteers beware. There is a new kid on the block. Lightning struck twice. It couldn't strike a third time. Gravity are through to the series semi-finals.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Masters, the Lamberts, Michael and Daniel and Stephen Gadsby of Dantomkia. The apprentices who learnt from them, WJ Dijkstra, Alex and Jeroen and Gravity. And Shunt. And Sergeant Bash. The house robots on patrol.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
On cue, the second battle in this, the first semi-finals. Dantomkia! Over and out! Simple as that!
Cease.
How quick was that done? That stunned even them. They can't believe it. Let's see how long it took. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cease called on 6 seconds. I make it. Have to be confirmed. Has to be one of the fastest ever. What power there, gravity! Dantomkia, high hopes, tossed even higher, and then the mighty fall.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the House Robots, Cassius Chrome, a newcomer to this series, and Sir Killalot, an old
3,
favourite.
2, 1, activate.
The durable and experienced against the powerful, but perhaps the raw. That's how I'd see this one. And Tornado has the front bulldozer scoop on, the interchangeable weaponry to get in underneath Gravity. Gravity's ground clearance very low at the front because of the flipper blade, but at the side you'll see a chasm yawning wide open. Tornado trying to exploit that into the clutches of Sir Killalot in that CPZ. And Tornado were the more experienced in those early encounters, and Gravity just away from Sir Killalot. Oh, but damaged, hobbling. One tyre punctured, you can see there's a puncture. Tornado, look at the way Tornado spins, almost on a sixpence. That'll open me up to emails. A sixpence. Oh, ask your granddad. Tornado attacking Gravity on the angle grinder. And Gravity in peril, I think for the first time in the championships. Was it Sir Killalot that punctured the tyre? We may find out later. Tornado gives chase. So quick across the arena floor. So versatile, but flipped away. One mistake there by Andrew Marchant driving, and it could have been so costly. And there is still life in Gravity as it bobbles along on the arena floor. Tornado to the side, and now will push. Is it a massive power that it pushes, and Gravity flips itself away for a moment. Gains some breathing space. Back comes Tornado. It is a darn dogged thing. And it chases once again, and it's, I think, press the pit release, and Gravity on the pit, and caught there, and descending away from the 7th Wars. In the arena for the House Robots, Shunt. Matilda too, my old favourite.
3,
Doesn't she look gorgeous?
2, 1, activate.
Perhaps I've been doing the job too long. Tough as nails into the arena. Taking on Scraptosaur. Now there is a form line here. Scraptosaur actually beat Gravity in the Dutch Robot Wars, but goes out of the World Championship Eliminator straight away. Scraptosaur gone, leaving Gravity and Tough as Nails to fight on. Both, let me remind you, winners of heats thus far in the UK 7th Wars through to the series semi-finals. This for a place in the World Championship. Gravity ducking behind the ref bot, no wonder. Tough as Nails, I think, are dark horses for the UK title. I really do. Trying to nip Gravity in the butt and then flying up and over. Ho-ho-ho! That was splendid and theatrical. Tough as Nails up and over. 98 kilos in weight, can get up to 13 miles an hour. The quicker, but the lighter of the two, and now pushing Gravity towards the pit. They go down. And Tough as Nails, despite Gravity's efforts to get out of the pit, are through to the World Championships.
Roboteers, stand by.
And they're taking on the House Robots. Growler. Cassius Chrome. There's Mr. Psycho. We have long memories and a long reach.
3, 2, 1, activate.
So you think you're tough enough? Tough enough to withstand Growler? There is nothing quicker across the arena floor than Growler. Gravity thinks he can take on our Dog of War. Oh, and he can! Ah! Growler's rolled over for a tummy tickle. This is not going according to plan. Cassius Chrome watches on as Growler Oh, bit off more than he can chew. Dear, oh dear. Cassius Chrome, let me tell you, he's not the brightest. Overturned by gravity. And in this House Robot rebellion, the House Robots are taking a tanking, and gravity once again takes on the RevBot. So basically, we need Mr. Psycho to do something, and Behemoth behind it. Mr. Psycho's in reverse and crumbling. But Behemoth, it's a puny little axe compared to Mr. Psycho's weaponry, but I'll tell you, if Behemoth can get in behind, they can lift Mr. Psycho up and over. Mr. Psycho flattens down on Gravity's full pressure flipper, sort of a snow speeder type robot, isn't it? The Dutch machine. And it's all down to Mr. Psycho against the rebelling robots. You can see Behemoth trying to lift Mr. Psycho up and over. Mr. Psycho's hammer comes down with the rhythm of a metronome. Decidedly more powerful. Cassius Chrome is now spinning up to full power to knock Behemoth towards the side wall. And I think the House Robots are just now beginning to get the grips, aren't they? With the rebellious duo. Cassius Chrome spinning again. Gravity, I think, has been stopped, silenced. Behemoth nagging away there like a little gnat at the back of Mr. Psycho, who turns. What on earth was that tickling me? He says, and the floor flipper. Oh yes, competing brave robots. We are not just about our house robots that are mobile. Didn't we tell you we had the floor flipper, the angle grinders, the pit, the drop zone? Maybe we did forget to tell you. Take us on at your peril. Gravity stopped. Behemoth pushing Gravity towards Mr. Psycho to take the punishment, I think. Maybe to use it as some sort of a battering ram. They hinted at this in the pits, didn't they? Cassius Chrome comes in and separates the duo. I wonder if there is any life left in Gravity. Or Mr. Psycho, for that matter. You can see sparking at the bottom. You can see Behemoth coming in and attacking Cassius Chrome. Who wins the House Robots Rebellion, judges?